Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Samantha, but we are all friends, so you could just call me Sam. As you could tell from the title of this video, I am talking about my hair today. Mainly because when I was looking for a video like this for myself, I found quite a few, but none of the people in the videos looked like me. And when I say that, I mean I didn't see a lot of brown girls talking about transitioning to gray or silver hair. There's a lot of videos about transitioning from relaxed to natural, but nothing talking about going from this to this. I'll start at the beginning. For me, I guess starting at the beginning would be on my dad's side of the family, they have premature gray hair. And my father had a full head of gray hair at 29 years old. So for me, I didn't grow up knowing my dad's side of the family. I didn't meet them till I was an adult and had children of my own. But he passed away at 29 years old when my mother was still pregnant with me. But at 29, I was told he had a full head of gray hair. So it explained a lot, like why I was 14, 15-ish and saw my first few gray hairs. I didn't even dye it because it was gray. I dyed it because I wanted to do it for fun. And I remember having this beautiful brown color that I dyed it, and it was just gorgeous. After a while, I let that grow out. No, after that, I just dyed it and went back to black. When I got older, I'd say probably around 17. Yeah, so I went from black to a beautiful brown color. From that brown back to black, and then I started experimenting with the red hair, and I loved red hair. I got into beauty school, and I was 23 when I graduated beauty school. And while I was in beauty school, I had some of the most talented hairdressers at my disposal. The girls that I went to school with, as well as the teachers, like I would just let them experiment on my hair, and they would always point out, like, you've got some gray hair, right? And I'm like, yeah, I've had it for a really long time, so it was no big deal. And I remember going to school with this girl, Amber, and Amber had a patch of white hair, like pure white. It was her birthmark, and we tried everything to cover up her white hair, and like we would put red on it and it would just be pink. So it was really fun just to be able to experiment. And from that time on, I always looked at it as it's just hair. So I would dye my hair so many different colors while I was in beauty school, but I still played it safe. And then because I dyed it so much and I was always playing in it or letting someone else play in it, like I started getting split ends, and I was relaxed back then. So I just would cut layers into it. It's like, whatever. So then this is also around the time that Alicia Keys was like really big, and she always had a different hairstyle, different braids. And there's this girl, Phyllis, and Phyllis was a phenomenal braider. And so whatever style Alicia Keys had, I would like, that's what we're doing next. And she would braid my hair for me. And I didn't care about the gray because it wasn't a whole lot, but it was there. And plus, because I was always doing something to it, it really wasn't that noticeable. So anyway, fast forward, I probably about 6 years ago, when I moved to Florida 6 years ago from Arizona, I decided I wanted to grow out my relaxer and go back natural, because I wanted to play in color again. And with a relaxer, you have to be careful. You can't put so many chemicals in your hair. So before I decided to go natural, like I did some crazy things, like I shaved the side of my head. That was super fun. I absolutely loved it. It was so freeing. Like, you should be able to express yourself through hair, makeup, and your clothes, whatever. And that's what I've always done. And yeah, I shaved the side of my head. But yeah, so I shaved the side of my head before we left Arizona, moved to Florida, and I let the relaxer grow out. I big chopped a few times mainly because once I was fully natural, I went to bleach. I started bleach because that was the whole point of me going natural, was to be able to play in color. So my hair was blue, green, turquoise, pink, purple. Like, I did so many different colors. I would do one color all over. I would do half yellow, half green. Like, and I still have those videos on YouTube. I'll never take them down. Like, it was a fun time being able to experiment. So now, fast forward to the present, I've been dyeing my hair since I was 16 years old, and I'm tired. Like, right now, I have 2 kids that have gray hair. I have 7 kids total, but I have 2 kids that have gray hair, and their hair started turning gray around the same age that my hair turned gray. And so my son, he's about 6'4", 6'5", so the gray hair just makes him look more mature. It makes him look older. So the gray hair, along with his height, just makes him look older. My daughter, she doesn't really care about the gray hair because she does exactly what I used to do. She just dyes her hair all the time. Like, to her, it's literally just hair. Her hair was super long as a kid, and even up until she was old enough to make the decision to start cutting her hair, she's always cutting her hair, dyeing her hair. It's no big deal for her. Yeah, they've got gray hair, and a lot more than I feel like I did at their ages. Or if so, you know what, I wouldn't know because I was always dyeing it. So I've thought about growing it out, and I always wimp out after a couple of weeks. And my hair grows really fast. I had to figure out a way to let it grow out and not have to think about it so much. So at first I was wearing wigs, which I'll still go back to wearing the wigs, braid my hair down, wear the wigs, and go on about my business. But this has been the best way to help me transition. And reason being, first I went on Pinterest and I found so many beautiful braided hairstyles with silver hair. And really, it's on trend. It's been a trend for a little while now. So what I decided to do was, I always have my hair in Marley Twists. That's just, my hair is really thick and I have a lot of kids and I'm always busy. So my hair is not something that I want to think about. So I just get used to wearing the Marley Twist. But one of my daughters wanted box braids, and I was like, okay, we'll go to the beauty supply store, we'll get the braiding hair. And there's this lady there who's absolutely hilarious. I had my Marley Twist in at the time, all black Marley Twist, and I go up to her and I tell her, I'm like, look, I've been dyeing my hair for a really long time. I'm tired of dyeing my hair. What color would you recommend to match my gray hair? I think you can see it. Hopefully you can see it. And first of all, she goes off. Like, when I say she went off, like, she cursed me out. And it was like in a kind of like in a loving way, like we had been friends forever. And she was like, you're entirely too young to be walking around with a head full of gray hair. Like, what are you thinking? And she's from an island. She had this beautiful accent, so all I could focus on is her cursing me out in this beautiful island accent. And I told her my age, and she was like, that is not how old you are. No, I'm not gonna let you walk around with gray hair. She's like, go get some hair dye and dye that shit. And it was so funny. I'm like, I'm tired of dyeing it. So she's like, if you have to, okay, fine. If you have to grow it out, then grow it out. But I think you should make it look like the trend that's going on right now. You should just get the 51 braiding hair, which that's what this is, or it's actually a 51 Marley hair. And my natural hair, well, it's all my natural color at this point. So my hair is a 1, and then the gray hair, it's a 51. And so she's like, just make it look like it's on trend because that's what everyone else is doing. So don't walk around like, you know, oh no, woe is me, my hair is gray. She's like, have some fun with it, but I really think you should just continue to dye it black. So I said, okay. So I did my daughter's hair. The box braids took a couple of days. I was exhausted, tired. It was Thanksgiving. It was just a whole lot going on. And so finally I caught some time to myself and I did black and gray Marley twist. And I hated it. Like, I really hated it. And this is why I think, personally, why I hated it. At the time, I was trying 2 new things at once. One, I went with short, so I had my Marley braids and I cut them. And I did the gray. So too much change at once can be a whole lot on a person. And I think really that's what happened. I was trying 2 new looks at once. I was trying short twist and Marley twist, and gray twist all at once. So I didn't like it. It didn't fit the aesthetic that I'm used to. After like 2 days, I took them out. And I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it, and I went back on Pinterest, and then I went on Instagram, and I'm seeing all these people with these like beautiful gray braids, and then I realized that was the difference. I was doing gray Marley twist, but I'm looking at pictures of gray braids. I went back to the drawing board, and instead of twists, I did braids, and now I absolutely love it. Absolutely freaking love it. I figure between doing the gray braids and wigs, I think I'll be okay letting the gray hair grow out until the gray hair is at a length where I feel like I can rock it and be comfortable. I also feel like I can play with the gray hair too, because like I said, when in beauty school, the girl that I went to school with that had the white patch, we would put red on her white hair and it would turn pink. Really what I'm hoping is, without having to, because the thing is I love playing with color and bleaching your hair is so damaging. I would really like to see what would happen with the gray hair and putting purple on it and hopefully get lavender and do like a lavender and silver. And I wouldn't have to keep up with it as much as trying to constantly cover up gray roots when the rest of my hair is black. You know, it would just be easier just to let the gray hair grow out and let the lavender just grow. I guess it's kind of hard to explain, but I think you understand what I'm saying. That is my story. That is how I am transitioning from basically from a 1 to a 51. And interesting enough, I have come across a couple of people, beautiful women on Instagram that are fully gray or silver, and they look stunning and they look younger than what they are. I just don't know what steps they took to get there and to get into that full confidence of having a full head of gray hair. That's pretty much it. I will keep you posted. Right now, this is a couple of months without dyeing my hair. I really don't remember the last time I dyed it. I want to say it was like October. My birthday was in November, and I remember, and I put heat to my hair, which I won't be doing again for all of 2020. So no heat in my hair and no dye in my hair. And that's where we are right now. So I will keep you updated. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you have any questions or just a comment, some kind of positive encouragement. And yeah, so I will be, oh, and as far as like the rest of my hair, I have a few grays around this area, and then I have a couple of hairs in the back that aren't black, but they're not gray either. They almost look blonde, which is weird. So I don't know what's going on with my hair back there. I just try not to pay attention to it. But yeah, as far as this makeup look, I do have a video. I have a tutorial that I filmed doing this makeup look while I talked to you about what it was like working at MAC. So if you've made it this far into the video, please, thank you. First of all, thank you very much. Please give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more talk about hair, makeup tutorials, makeup tips and tricks. If there's anything in particular you would like to see, leave a comment down below and let me know. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.